Hey soccer fans, this is LA Galaxy President Chris Klein, here to talk to you about our new virtual soccer skills series. We've partnered up with our friends at Dignity Health to bring you this new virtual skills clinic for free. Now I'd like to turn it over to our friend Dr. Nicholas Testa, Chief Medical Officer at Dignity Health Southwest Division, to talk to you more about the program.
Thanks, Chris. On behalf of Dignity Health, we want to remind you that staying active and healthy is important. And practicing your soccer skills is a great way to do both. With each free soccer skills video, you'll be able to strengthen your footwork and use your skills at an LA Galaxy youth camp or any field.
Joe Tutino here, voice of your LA Galaxy. We are excited to have each of you join us in our LA Galaxy skills video. Challenge yourself by following along in the video, and hopefully one day I'll have the honor to announce your name as a member of the LA Galaxy.
Hello everyone, I'm Wes Meadows with the LA Galaxy, and we want to welcome you to our LA Galaxy skills video. In this video, we're going to go through a series of skills that's going to help you to become an overall better player technically. This skill is called inside or bells, and will be our foundation move for all of the moves moving forward. To start off, we want to make sure we're in an athletic position, our knees are bent, and our feet are shoulder width apart. I can draw a straight line from my toes up to my shoulders. To start out, I'm going to start by pushing and not hitting the ball in between. So I push my feet straight forward, I pick my feet up, and making sure my feet do not go outside my hips. As I start to get a little more comfortable, I start to pick up the pace. Once that becomes even more comfortable, I can then pick my head up to start challenging myself not to look at the ball. Making sure athletic position, knees are bent, and pushing the ball in between. This skill is touches on top of the ball. I start with my body behind the ball, and I'm gonna touch directly on top of the ball, not on the side. I lightly touch the ball with my right, then my left. You choose which foot to start, touch. As I start to get better and I feel the rhythm, I just pick the speed up. Notice, touch the top of the ball, not to the side of the ball. Once you start to get comfortable with that, you can progress forward by moving the ball forward. I can move the ball backwards, I can move it sideways, and then keep going. I pick the pace up just a little, lightly touching the top of the ball. This skill is out and in using 2 touches. We're gonna start with our foundation move by going inside. I will then start by, with the sole of my foot, I'm gonna extend out and back in. Out, back in. Notice, I push the ball back in, I do not hit the ball. As I push the ball back in, my foot does not touch the ground. As I get comfortable, I'm gonna go 1, 2, out, in. 1, 2, out, in. Notice the ball goes outside of my hips. Nice rhythm, nice and balanced. To challenge yourself, extend. Extend the ball out, extend. This skill will be a progression of the out and in. I'll start with the sole of my foot or the bottom of my right foot on top of the ball. Again, I go outside my hips, push back in, stop with the opposite foot. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing with my left foot, out, back in, stop with the right. Once I start to get comfortable, then I'm gonna pick the speed up. Out, no touches in between, out, back in. Notice I push the ball in between my body. I'm not knocking it, I'm not flicking my foot all the way outside my hips, staying in the same area. Out, back in, out, right underneath my body. Making sure I have good rhythm. Again, once you feel comfortable, start to pick up the speed a bit with these moves.
Throwing his body in, it's going to fall for Ibrahimovic!
This skill will be a push-pull with the laces. To start out, I'll start with my right foot, my plant foot, my left foot will be next to the ball as if I'm gonna pass the ball. I start with my laces of my right foot. I'm gonna hit the ball and stop on top of the ball. Notice, as I hit, I do not drop my foot until it touches the top of the ball. I then pull the ball with my right foot to my left side. Same thing, I hit, stop. Notice I do not drop my foot, toe is pointed down, heel is up. Once I start to get comfortable, I then pick the pace up. Notice my foot stops on top of the ball and I pull to the opposite. To challenge yourself, start to push the ball a little further in front of your body. I'm nice and balanced, I'm pointing my toe down, my heel up. This skill is push-pull with the inside of the foot. The exact same skill as what we did with our laces, except for you're gonna use the inside of your foot. To start out, again, my plant foot next to the ball. With the inside of my foot, it's just like I'm passing the ball forward. I pass forward and I stop the ball with the bottom of my right foot. Again, I do not drop my foot in between. I now pull over to the left and I hit. Right, and again, opening the foot up, hitting straight forward. My foot does not come down till it touches the top of the ball. As I get a little bit more comfortable, I now start to push the ball in front. Notice, I challenge myself to push the ball out in front of my body, so I have to reach. Open the hips just a little and try to create a straight line in front of your body. Again, as you get comfortable with all of these, you can challenge yourself by picking up the pace a bit. This skill is going to be push-pull to the outside of the body. So to start out, I'm going to extend my right leg outside my body at an angle. I'm going to pull in towards my body and hit it with the inside of my right foot to the outside of my left. So I pull in and hit. So that's the first part of the move. Now, the next move I'm going to do is a push-pull with the laces to the outside of my left. So I hit, stop. Notice I didn't drop the foot. Now I do the exact same thing as my right side. I pull, hit with the inside. It's now to the right side of my body. I reach, push, pull. So once you start to get comfortable, I'm gonna pull across, hit, cross, hit. Notice when I hit on the outside of my body, I do not drop my foot. You can pick the speed up and I can hit the ball a little further outside my body. That will make my feet a bit quicker. This skill will be a roll step over. I'll start with our foundation move of inside, inside, or bells. As I start, I'm gonna start by rolling the ball with my left foot and stepping over with my right. But before I do that, I'm gonna hit the ball forward with the inside of my right. Slowly, so that it's in front of me. Now with my left, I'm gonna roll and step over with my right. So as I roll, I step over. Now I'm facing the opposite direction. Inside, inside, push the ball forward, roll, step over. As I start to get that, I pick the pace up, forward, step over. Forward, roll, step over, forward, step over. I can even go the opposite way, roll, step over. And then I grab back to inside, inside.
Alan Gordon trying to send it in for Karofsky. Landon Donovan, that ricochets into the net. It's in the net. Goal Galaxy.
Wow, Landon Donovan has found some goals in the last few games from outside of the penalty area where he just strikes it cleanly. That's the third one outside of the 18 that just falls his way. Unbelievable.
This skill will be a push-pull with the inside of the foot, which we've done before, but now we'll include both feet in a pull as well. I'm gonna start with the ball in front of my body, bottom of my foot on top of the ball. I'm gonna pull back in with my right foot and push with the inside of my right foot to my left side without dropping. I'm gonna hit across my body to my left side. Now, with my left side is where we do the push. So I push and stop. Notice I didn't drop my foot, so I pull back, across, push. And if you can see, you're starting to create a U in front of your body. Once you get comfortable, you then pick the pace up just a bit. Notice I do not drop my foot in between. Once you get comfortable, you can pick up the speed and I can push the ball in front of my body further to challenge myself and to make my feet even quicker. This skill will be an inside to outside, this time dropping your foot. I start with the bottom of my foot on top of the ball, which would be my right foot. all I'm gonna do is pull the ball across to the outside of my left. So I pull, then I push. I drop my foot, then touch the top of the ball. Again, I pull back in, push, pull back in. As I get a little bit comfortable, I'm just gonna pick the speed up. Notice I'm in a tight area and I'm picking my foot up and pushing. As you get comfortable, you can obviously pick the speed up, nice rhythm, and I'm in a tight area. Always going across my body, not in front. Ball is outside of my hips. I don't want to push the ball too far. That way my feet are having to work quick. This skill will be behind the leg continuous, and we'll start out using our foundation move of inside, inside, or bells. As I go, again, athletic position, picking the feet up. I'm gonna start by pulling with my right foot. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna start by pushing the ball with the inside of my left forward, in front of my body. Now, with my right foot, bottom of the foot, I'm gonna pull back, push, and clear this leg. I now turn this direction as I've caught the ball with my left foot. I pull inside, same thing. With my left foot, I push forward with the inside of my right, pull behind, catch, pull back in. Remember, as you go to pull the ball, you must push the ball forward with the inside of your opposite foot. So I push forward, behind, catch, pull back in. As I go with my left foot, push forward with the inside of my right, I pull back in. As I get comfortable, I pick the speed up, push with the left, to progress, to challenge yourself, I only do 2 touches. So behind, pull back in, 1, 2, behind, 1, 2, behind, 1, 2, behind, behind. You can pick up the speed, behind, behind. This skill will be behind the leg continuous and a progression from the last skill that we went through. So I'm gonna start out, again, ball outside of my body at an angle with my right foot. I'm gonna pull the ball back towards my body and push to the outside of my left. Again, knees bent so that I have a low center of gravity. I'm gonna pull and push at an angle. Notice, I receive the ball in front of my body to the side, not behind. Now, same thing with the left. I'm gonna pull behind and push at an angle. It's very important that you push at an angle in front of your body. So as I pull, push, catch. As I start to get the rhythm, again, you can go through it slow as long as you need. As I get the rhythm, I'm just gonna pick the speed up just a little. Notice it's a little bit of a hop, and I have to push the ball at an angle. You don't wanna push the ball backwards. Constantly pulling, pushing at an angle. As always, pick up the speed, and you can push the ball a little further to challenge myself. Clearing the back leg.
Sarvis. Keane wide open. Gets away from his defender Hurtado. Chip in the keeper. Kennedy. He scores! What a goal by Robbie Keane! It is 2-0 Galaxy!
This skill will be inside, inside roll, using our foundation move of inside, inside, or bells. As I start to do it, again, picking the feet up, making sure they're not going outside my body. I'm gonna start with rolling with my left foot. Before I do that, I'm gonna touch the ball forward with the inside of my right, so that the ball is in front of my body, okay? Now, with my left foot, I'm gonna roll, turn my hips, and now catch the ball. Notice I didn't roll it far, I just caught the ball right outside of my body. Immediately back into inside, inside. Now with my right foot, push forward with the inside of the left, roll, catch. As I start to get comfortable, I can do inside, inside, push forward, roll, catch. Once you think you've mastered that, we're gonna make it a little more challenging by only doing 2 touches in between. Inside, inside, roll. Inside, inside, roll. Notice I'm in a tight area, pushing the ball in front, and then picking up the speed. Go at your own pace. Once you get it, start to challenge yourself, touching the ball in front. That's a very, very important part of the move, is touching it in front of your body. This skill, and what we call our Galaxy Special, will start with my foot and my body directly behind the ball. Now, we've done a push-pull with the inside of the foot, which is what we're gonna start out here. I'll start with my left foot. So push and stop. I did not drop my foot. Now, with the inside of the foot, I'm gonna pull back to the inside. I pull, push. Now I step forward just a little, and now the ball is closest to my back leg. With my right foot, I'm gonna hit the ball forward and catch. Now, I'm gonna pull back in to inside, inside. I push forward, stop, pull. Okay, walk through the move. Push, do not drop the foot. Pull back in, behind. I now push forward with the inside of the right. And again, walk through the move. As I get comfortable, I'm gonna hit, stop, push. Notice I lean forward a bit as I hit the ball. Push, push. I can now do it with just 3 touches. 1, 2, 3, behind. 1, 2, 3, behind. Then pick up the speed just a little. Notice, push, through, through. Once you start to master this, you then to switch feet. So you can always change directions, you can always change feet to challenge yourself. This skill will be touches on top of the ball, but also using my back foot when I do it. I start behind the ball. I'll start out with my right foot. I touch the ball directly on top with the bottom of my right foot. I step, I touch with my left foot, step, I touch with the back foot. Now I come back, touch with the left, touch with the right, step with the right, touch with the back. Touch with the right, left, back foot. Walk through it, I touch. I have to touch the top of the ball, and I don't want the ball to move. Notice I'm starting to feel comfortable, so I pick the speed up. Back foot behind. Try not to move the ball much. If the ball gets out of control, try to pull the ball back in towards your body. And I can pick up the speed if I want, or go slow to make sure I have it under control. Now, to go even further, you can now take all these skills that we've went through and you can put them all together and challenge yourself to do all of them without stopping. If that's too difficult for you, you can even combine 2 or 3 moves, focus and practice on those, and then start adding moves as you continue to get better. I'll now go through all the moves and show you what that'll look like. So I'll go through and I'm gonna try to incorporate all of the moves that we've covered all into one series. I found that very challenging. Hopefully you did as well. As always, continue to push yourself. Work these moves on a daily basis to get yourself better. As you continue to get better with these moves, push yourself to be faster, and I guarantee that'll help you become an overall better soccer player.